I'm meteorologist Alex O'Brien, and today we have a severe weather alert day. Your weather webcast is brought to you by JFerg Pros. We are watching the highest risk of severe weather we've seen in about 2 years in our area, and that's a moderate risk. Now this is now for our northern counties. This morning extending a little bit further west, so Plainview included in that moderate risk through Tulia up into Amarillo and into the northeast South Plains between Floydada, Silverton, Turkey, Matador, and in through Childress. That's where we have the highest risk today. But the rest of the central and eastern South Plains does have a chance at seeing strong storms as well, with the enhanced risk encompassing Lubbock County through Tahoka, Lamesa, Snyder, into Post, and into the rolling plains. Lesser chance of storms at all as you head further west. We'll go through the specific hazards, starting with our hail. The latest update here has a good chance at seeing significant hail. This hatched mark you see here is where we especially have the concern for 2-inch hail and higher. So that could be golf balls, that could be baseball size hail. And notice how this really encompasses most of the risk area today, including that enhanced and moderate risk. The other thing we are watching today, and now becoming more of an issue and a potential threat for us, will be the tornado risk. And where we have the hatched marking here on the tornado risk is where we have the potential of seeing EF2 or greater tornadoes. These would be long-lived tornadoes that threat mostly into the panhandle, including the city of Amarillo. But we notice our northern counties here between Tulia and Turkey and through Childress. We also still have a 10% risk of tornadic activity, including Plainview, eastern Lubbock County, Crosbyton through Matador and Paducah. The rest of the South Plains a lower tornado risk, but they can't be ruled out today. So we are likely to see a tornado watch issued. If you do have a tornado watch issued, don't discount the hail threat. It will still be there. But something you want to keep in mind, especially if you see a warning issued in your city, stay in a basement or interior room of your home. Stay away from windows. And this will be a last-minute decision or a planning ahead decision. Cars and mobile homes are not safe during a tornado, so if you are under a tornado watch, maybe plan on seeking better shelter in a more sturdy building. But if you're under a warning and this is your last resort, it's better than nothing. Then, as well as the tornadic activity possible this evening, even for severe thunderstorm warnings, you want to get all your updates via KAMC, via cell phone alerts, and via your NOAA weather radio. Let's go through a potential forecast. Storms initiate around 4 p.m. here, likely along the I-27 Highway 87 corridor. That's likely where our dew points will meet that boundary of dry air and humid air, and that dry line will spark up the thunderstorms. Notice how we have numerous isolated cells in the eastern panhandle where we have that tornado threat more likely, but scattered to widespread thunderstorms develop along that dry line here in the South Plains this evening. Here's 6:30 p.m. Notice how storms start around 4. They might still be in Lubbock County for a couple hours. These storms will be maturing through the evening, and the increased hail and tornado threat will more so get higher as these storms mature. They move towards the northeast, and that's why we have that moderate risk more so to the northeast zones where these storms move later on into the evening. Here's a peek at 9 p.m. That first round starting to move out. We could see more thunderstorms, potentially more so on the heavy rain and high wind side into the overnight. Here's 3 a.m. Then those storms move out by about 5 a.m. High impact day likely for us. If you have any outdoor plans, any errands to run, do so before 4 p.m. if you can. Then try to stay at home and stay in shelter through the evening. 81 degrees this afternoon for Lubbock. Will be a little hard to get to the 80s, but I do think we will. 56 degrees tonight with strong overnight thunderstorms. Then after today, we are giving a nice sigh of relief. Sunny, light winds, and 80s on Wednesday, followed by a cold front that will cool us to the 60s Thursday through Saturday. And those chance for rain and thunderstorms on Friday, Saturday looks to be non-severe.